I'm 14 years into the industry now, and drastic changes since that time frame. Things have been evolving quickly, rapidly when it comes to technology and more sustainable products.
Last 10 years, water treatment has evolved, I would say, in a few ways, to where now all of a sudden it's a lot more open to looking at new ideas, new technologies, new approaches to solving problems, which is really good for a product like the TGWT products and the tannins, because obviously it represents a shift from how things were done.
So there's a lot more amplification of the requirements and regulations as how it pertains to water treatment. Some of that's chemical usage, and then some of that would be, like, let's say, like things like your effluent, your wastewater. So there's a lot of changes in movement on that, where a water treater really has to be pretty multifaceted to understand what they're doing with the equipment and how that affects either the corporate structure, a company, or maybe the city or federal government. So it's evolving pretty quickly, actually.
A lot of chemistry has not changed in the last 10 years. However, the tannin chemistry has changed the water treatment. Most of our bigger changes are equipment-wise. That's what makes that's the big automation thing. But with the tannin, it's different because you can cycle that way up higher than normal water, conventional water treatment.
Definitely, people have become more conscious about the environment, what we're putting into the water, into the ground. So there's a lot more effort and seems like a lot more direction in trying to remove ourselves from chemicals. There's regulations, legislation being created around that, so there's a benefit to a company to do so. But also, I'd say, if you can help the environment, it's great, because if you can do things and not hurt, the world we live in, or it's better for everybody.
Our company's been working with tannins, I guess, 10 years now. And yes, things are evolving, and I would say this is the first new technology I've seen in my 30 years in the industry for treating boilers. And not only is it new, it's better. It actually functions better. And, how often do you have something that's new, better, more environmentally friendly, more cost-effective? And it's a tremendous opportunity to differentiate our company when approaching new clients and trying to grow our business, to have something that's innovative and differentiates us from everyone else out there selling pretty much the same old thing. It makes me personally feel good to be out there promoting things that are sustainable, that don't harm the environment, and if I can make money doing that, win-win.
In the past, like years and years ago, green technology usually meant you paid a lot more. Now it's come down to normal costs, similar to conventional chemistry. So it's much more acceptable to customers because they don't have to break the bank to go to the greener chemistry. Obviously, if you can use a green technology over conventional, it's better.
I definitely find it's more important to offer greener products. As part of a younger generation, I have kids at home myself. We got to protect the planet. Finding ways to do so is very important, and that's just a big part of water treatment, being able to find ways to save people money on energy costs and everything else, but knowing at the same time I'm doing something good for the world. If someone's interested in working with the Tannin Guys, they're going to see an innovative product that is sustainable, good for the environment, and going to save their client money. So if you're in the water treatment industry, this is a product you should heavily consider, as it is innovative, it is thinking about the future, and has a lot of great benefits to it.
It's important to offer greener products, I think, because one is a way to differentiate. Green products offer a way out of that kind of narrative of this is the past and now here we are in the future, but then there's that secondary benefit of kind of the environmental impact, and a lot more facilities and customers are caring about that and looking to make decisions around that as well. My experience with the tannins with our customers has been really positive. I think the customers have been surprised when we, explain to them what the benefits are, and then they actually have a bit of skepticism, and then they see the reality of that come true. That's been pretty exciting. My team really likes to use the Tannins because it's an easier product to service, it's an easier product to troubleshoot, and it kind of simplifies the whole boiler water treatment program. My main motivation to start using Tannins was a couple things. One, the story of the Tannins is really interesting, but the sustainability, the energy savings, and the differentiation. But there's a healthy dose of skepticism on the one side. So LP convinced me, find your worst customer that you feel like would have the most potential upside by switching to Tannins and give that customer a try. Well, it just turned out that that customer had a really impactful change in their system in a very short amount of time with Tannins. And so seeing that with my own eyes, opening the boiler and seeing the changes pretty much sold me right away. And so if I knew that if my most challenging boiler could succeed on Tannins, then using it in other boilers was good. And so the story is great, but then when you see the reality, it really helps.
And in 2013, we decided to look at Tannin. We felt it was a little presented too magical to us, and we were hesitant to use it. But in Mexico, we have very severe water with high silica, which causes major scales problems. And so we weren't able to operate the boilers very efficiently. So we thought, let's give Tannin a shot. And we found that the product outperformed anything we were using. So that's when we started changing everything to Tannin. One of the reasons we like Tannin is from the green technology aspect. We're basically starting to do more major work with the U.S. government, and they have a mandate that 30% of the products need to be green, biodegradable, sustainable products. And we also have within our customer base, we have major hospitals that want green, sustainable products. So Tannin fits that very well. It's unlike the inorganic treatments that are not basically sustainable nor biodegradable. And so Tannin is a great fit for green products.
The other companies that are using it and seeing the confidence they have helps me with my confidence. And
Tanner products, it's obviously healthier for the environment, safer for the environment. It kind of seems like that's the way a lot of people are seeing the world going these days, which is all good things. But greener products, definitely good for the industry. Very impressive product to be able to have one boiler chemical to do all sorts of different treatment and to cycle up your boilers to just maximum levels and still get clean, efficient heat transfer surfaces and exchangers. And yeah, it's good quality steam.
Tannin Guys, well, the first thing that comes to mind to me is fun. They're a very fun group. I know it's not related to the actual chemistry that they're providing, but just being a neighboring province here in Canada, every time I'm out with the Tannin group, it's always a great time. So yeah, if I had to sum it up in one word about the Tannin community, I would say fun.
Anybody who would like to work with the Tannin Guys, I would highly recommend it. They've been a great group of people, loyal, high integrity.
When I think of the Tannin Guys, the word that comes to mind is fun, I guess. The reason I like to be involved with the Tannin Guys, one is I guess going back to the answer originally, is they're fun, but you can see the passion, you can see the investment in R&D, the science, so it's kind of this blend of fun, but also there's something behind it, there's substance, and it makes me want to elevate my personal game and our business as well to kind of hang with them. Someone asked me, hey, should I work with the Tannin Guys? My answer is always yes. They should definitely just jump in and do it, and they're not going to be disappointed. The distributor relationship with the Tannin and Tannin Guys is awesome. It's great. They're fun to work with. They're responsive, and they host events like this, so can't complain.
And it's been great. TGWT is like family now. I mean, you feel like you're dealing with family members when you work with them.